The purpose of this video is to look at another feature within HeiferTracker, one of the tracker series within PCDART. In this video we will look at the monthly table and specifically look at heifers that were bred this month and their relative conception rates. So again, by hitting the analysis menu, choose HeiferTracker. And again, all these general settings are reviewed in another HeiferTracker help video. This one we'll just simply choose for the last 12 months relative to last test day. And in this case, I want to grab the metrics from heifers confirmed pregnant this month down through calving age. So by holding the shift key down, I'll select those and then hit preview. Okay, so functionality is similar to all the tracker reports that any cell, if I click on that cell, I'll generate a list of animals that went into that. For example, the new 4 pregnancies, AI pregnancies in January of 09. If I click on that, that's going to show all the list of those 4 pregnant heifers on that dairy. Okay. Now realize too that the date range I put in was January 31st of 2009. So here I'm actually just displaying for that month of January. It's a partial month. You'll see denoted by the 2 asterisks. I'm just showing the 4 heifers that got pregnant on January 31st of 09. Okay. So we can also, of course, dump this whole table to Excel, or once we go to the cow list, we can go to the cow page and so forth. Similar to all the trackers and all the other aspects of HeiferTracker. So our first row here are AI pregnancies each month. So you can see this dairy month to month, how many AI pregnancies they generated. The next row are bull pregnancies, and this herd did not use any bulls. They were all AI. So the next row is just simply a sum of the AI and bull together. So if I knew this herd wasn't using any bulls at all, I would elect not to show this row when I selected the items to show. The next row are sex semen pregnancies, and this dairy happened to not use any or get any sex semen pregnancies during that time. The way HeiferTracker knows whether it's sex semen or not is simply by sire code. So if the appropriate sire code is used, HeiferTracker will be able to determine whether it's sexed or conventional semen. The next row is simply percent of pregnancies that were AI, and of course, since no bulls are being used on this dairy, 100% of all pregnancies are AI. Age of conception this month. So for, let's pick February of 09, the first full month, animals conceived on average 449 days of age, and that projects to a 24-month age at first calving. So this is a very useful metric, as opposed to looking at just age at first calving, a number that has at least a 7.5-month lag. So now we're saying the animals that actually got pregnant in February, here's where they're projected to calve. So this is a very useful number to look at month to month to see how breeders are doing and getting, or how quickly breeders are getting heifers pregnant. And then the next row are the number projected to calve greater than 760 days of age. So these again are a list of older heifers that are calving older. So like here in December of 09, we might click on those 7 animals and see what the status is. That one happens to be open, and these others are all pregnant. None of them are freshened yet. Okay, the next row, the next few rows relate to conception rates. So first is first service conception rate for heifers that are bred that month. So in January of 09, or let's use again the first full month, February of 09, there was a 68% first service conception rate. There was also a 68% AI conception rate. All right, so the AI conception rate is all AI breedings, and the relative conception rate, the above it, is just first services. And again, each of those are just for that month. Sex semen conception rate again is for the month in question, but this dairy, as we saw, there were no sex semen pregnancies. They didn't try any with sex semen either, so they were 0 for 0. So all the rates show a dash. Non-sex semen happens to be the same as overall AI conception rate, because since there weren't any sex semen, they all were non-sexed. And then the last row is the actual calving age for heifers that freshen that month. Again, so you can see that month by month.